What's up? My name's Kamal Akeel, and I'm gonna show you guys how to replace the tabs that hold your floor mat in place if you have some missing. When we got this FJ, we had both the outside tabs missing, and it's just super annoying because when you have the floor mat in here only holding on one side, it moves around a lot, and especially on the driver's side, it's annoying. So I went to the Toyota dealer, and the part number for the inside and outside is actually different, because if you look on your floor mats, when it's sitting here, one just sits slightly more forward than the other. The outside one is a little bigger, the inside one's a little smaller. So here's the inside one, which you can get. So that's the part number right here. And the inside one is pretty straightforward and simple because it actually comes with this square plastic part attached to the tab itself. So there's a square hole right here, and you just push that in, and here's the original one. The only weird thing is this actually isn't meant to actually come all the way out, since this one's a little old, which we'll still probably use this one. So you actually put it in there as a whole assembly, and then with the button in there, you just push that down, and that locks this one in place. For the outside ones, which are this part number, they're the larger piece. Only weird thing about when you order these, I don't know if you can see in here, but they don't come with a tab. And when I was looking at the parts diagram, trying to figure out what pieces to get with the parts guy, it wasn't really straightforward. So we got this side in. I don't want to take it out now because it's nice and secure, so I'll show you guys on the driver's side how to get the outside ones in place. All right, so now we're over on the driver's side, and I have this out of the bag so I can show you more closely. So this part just comes like this with no push pin or anything, but you do have these two black rails on either side there. So what we did was we went to Advanced Auto Parts. So we're in Advanced Auto Parts right now, and we're looking for something to go through the bigger floor mat retainers. So you can see they have a ton of plastic push pins that you can get. This hole is pretty small, but the square piece actually on the car, we need it to hold up on that, so we don't want to get something that'll go through here but still just pulls up. So we found this assortment of Christmas tree style push pins. So we're gonna try this and see if it'll hold it, and I might just get one more assortment to try out. So I'll show you guys the part numbers to that when we're done. And just got these assortment of all these different tabs because we didn't know what was going to work. So for the part number for these, if you do want to just go to Advanced Auto Parts and ask them for it, it's right there, and it'll just like an assortment like this. And the piece in the assortment that we ended up using looks like this. It's like the small Christmas tree type one. There were 3 of these in this pack. So if you see here, it's kind of weird. You can fold this over the whole thing. So since I'm not really sure how the actual piece from Toyota works, but we were able to make it work like this. So with these 2 black pieces, the little strips right here, when you put this in there, it kind of holds it in place like that. And then what we did was we folded this over, and when you can see when it's folded in place like that, here, can you see it down in the hole right there? When you see down in the hole, you can see that the front side of the rectangle is about halfway showing, with those 2 black pieces kind of pushing up against each side of this. So it kind of locks in there like that. So that way, when we push this pin through, it'll basically grab on that one side. So what you want to do is you want to put this pin through this part with the flap here, like that, and then you're going to want to curve this down and push it into this part like that, and you'll actually hear it click in. So it's basically, you know, it's like holding it tight this way and it's pressed up against the rectangle part that way. It doesn't want to pull out. It's actually really secure in there. So instead of going back to Toyota and trying to figure out what this mysterious piece is that you need, we were able to just go to Advanced Auto Parts and get it for super cheap. So once you do that, you can just get your floor mat back in. And now it's held in place well. So it was a little tricky with just having to figure out what odds and ends parts we needed, but it worked out well. If this was helpful to you, please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.